Namaste. And hello, everyone. We're going to be doing a yoga practice, just a short yoga practice you could use in the middle of the day, in the morning, in the evening, anytime that you need to gather some energy. And so there's two parts. There's one part that is relaxing, letting your brain relax, letting your body relax, and just giving a few moments to completely let your energy replenish. And then we'll be doing some energizing movements, energizing breath to really get that energy to start moving upwards and outwards. So we're going to start with our relaxation, important part. So go ahead and get your yoga mat out. So you can pause the video if you need to get any of these props, one pillow or a bolster. So that's what we'll need today. And so we're going to start by doing some deep belly breathing. So go ahead and sit up on the pillow. Just helps to open up your belly a little bit, lengthen your low spine when your knees are able to relax a little bit. Sit in a cross-legged position and let your hands rest on your thighs. And just feel the warmth of your hands on your thighs. And feel your sit bones firmly grounded. And from that grounding, that sensation of being held, feel like you can lift up through your spine, through the crown of your head, getting just a little bit taller, creating a little bit more space for us to breathe deeply. Allow your eyes to close and rest heavy. And begin to notice your breath. Just notice. Notice where you feel your breath. Maybe you feel your breath mostly moving in your chest. And a lot of us breathe with our chest throughout the day. Just a little bit about the nervous system is when we breathe from our chest, kind of signals this quick breath stress response. So anytime that you are aware of it, just try to breathe through your belly. And it signals to your body that you are relaxed, at ease. And so that's what we're going to do right now. So begin to breathe in and out through the belly. And so often in our society, some as men, but especially as women, we want to suck in our bellies, right? Keep our bellies sucked in. But that's not real life, right? Real healthy breathing involves opening up the belly. So don't be afraid to do that. Beautiful, big belly breaths, letting your belly poke out, stick out. Actually creates more strength when you are able to expand your muscles like this on your inhales and then draw them and contract your belly towards your spine on your exhales. So breathing this way creates a toned tummy. Good, and just expanding that breath now, really trying to open up this belly breath to include your rib cage on the left and right side. Seeing if we can stretch the muscles that might be tight around our lungs, around our belly, around our rib cage, and letting them get a stretch with our breath. Good, and now we're all going to breathe together. So wherever you are in your breath, exhale here fully. And then inhale deeply, your belly expands. Your rib cage expands, even your low back body expands until you can breathe in no more air and pause at the top. And then let this out of your mouth. Keep exhaling slowly. And then inhale, letting your belly come out, fully expand. Expand your rib cage to the left and the right, your low back body. Pausing at the top, feeling that fullness, and then letting it out. Good. Now we're going to stop that pausing, but we're still going to breathe as deeply. So big, deep inhale, belly opens, sides open, back opens. And slowly out through your nose now. Good. I'll begin counting. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2. Count by yourself now. And just trying to make those exhales longer than your inhales. We'll continue this for about a minute. And for the last few rounds, just make sure your body is relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed, and that your mind tries to find its presence in your body, in the breath, in the moment, not elsewhere. Good. And then slowly open your eyes and just notice how your body feels. Fresh, relaxed, maybe some words come to mind. So now we're going to move our body into a shape. So we're going to come into child's pose, but I want us to use this bolster. I'm going to be really supportive. So go ahead and have your knees go on either side of the bolster. And that way our whole entire torso can relax down, and you can bring one ear to the bolster. Good. And let your arms just relax out to the side and make it so that your shoulders aren't pushed up, but they're completely relaxed down, so there's plenty of space between your shoulder blades. Let your hips be heavy back towards your heels. And in this pose, I want you to be so comfortable that you don't have to have any muscular effort here. It can be all given to the earth. You can give up all your effort to the earth just for these few moments that we're here in this pose. See how deeply you can let go, how fully you can allow the earth to receive the weight of your body. And see if you can continue with these deep belly breaths, feeling your belly now pressing against this bolster. And just turning down the volume of your mind. And switch your head to face the other direction. That way your neck gets open on both sides. Focus on softening all the muscles of your face. And then softening all the muscles of your neck and shoulders. Softening all the muscles of your arms and fingers. Softening all the muscles of your back, rib cage, and belly. Softening all the muscles of your pelvis and hips. And softening all the muscles of your legs, all the way down to your toes. And then with your mind, I want you to follow your breath as it comes in through your nose to your belly. And as it reaches every cell, cleansing each part of your body out with this fresh oxygen and then letting go of any stagnation as you exhale. So your inhales bring in fresh new energy, lightness, airiness, and your exhales release any tension or stuck. And on your next inhale, you can rise up. And you can feel free to pause the video anytime you want to do a longer child's pose. We're going to go into a rabbit pose here. This can really relieve a lot of stress from the neck and almost rejuvenate your nervous system. So we're going to tuck our toes firmly. So really tuck them in, press your weight back into them. Good. And then we're going to sit back towards our heels for a moment and relax your head, the top of your head down onto the mat. And you might need to experiment with where you want to place your head for this. But what we're going to do is reach back and grab your heels with your hands. Tuck your chin to your chest and then lift your hips up. So if it's morning time or if you're very stiff, you might not lift it up very high. But over time, as you breathe in this pose for a few rounds of breath, keep pulling on your heels and it opens up your shoulder blades. Keep tucking your chin so you're rolling onto the top of your head. Keep trying to lift your hips up higher. And you'll feel this stretch all in the back of your neck. And just breathe in this pose for about a minute. Very, very powerful opening, making sure we're not putting pressure really or our weight on our head, right? It's mostly in our feet, but that we're just opening up the back of the neck. Good. And this might be a pretty intense sensation. If this isn't a big enough sensation, try drawing the top of your head and your face closer to your knees. And starting again, if it's too much, you can bring your head away from your knees. Do just a few more rounds of breath, really allowing the back of your neck to open up. Good. And then slowly come out of the pose, flatten your feet onto the ground, and sit back on your heels. Good. Draw some circles, maybe with your neck, just not going all the way back, right? So just stretching out the sides. And then stretching the arms straight up to the sky, opening them wide back behind you, bringing them down, really finding big, exaggerated movements with our shoulder joints. Back up again, back behind you, and one more time. Good. Now we're going to start moving into our energizing practice. So, as always, let's start with the breath. We're going to now use and integrate the Ujjayi breath, the fire breath. Right? Love this breath. Might hear it a lot in yoga class. So this generates heat and awareness in our body. It generates movement of the core. All of the intestinal organs are going to be alive and well, full of fresh oxygen. So this is with a forceful, audible exhale, right? So you're going to allow your throat to be engaged on your exhales. I always say if you don't know this breath, that it's like fogging a mirror. So if you were to fog a mirror, it would sound like this, right? So we're going to do that. Feel that constriction, that action in your throat. We're going to do that with our eye or with our mouth closed through our nose. Good. So with this being said, this is all done with that passive inhale, deep inhale, and that long Ujjayi exhale. Try to make that exhale longer than your inhales. Your navel will draw into your spine. Good. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling Ujjayi. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. It almost sounds like the ocean, or some people say Darth Vader. Good. Continue doing this breath. I want to encourage you to keep breathing this way through all of the movements that we're about to do. So keep this breath present, keep this audible sound present, and go ahead and stand up. And bring your feet about hip width apart, lift your toes, spread them wide, place them back down. We're going to take up a lot of space here, right? Keep a generous bend in your knees, maybe even shake them, rock them a little bit left and right, rock your hips a little bit left and right. Do a little boogie, right? Draw some circles with your hips, just loosening up the joints. Make it fun. Make it fun, right? And then add some shoulder rolls, little shoulder rolls. Beautiful. All right, keep that breath present, that Ujjayi breath. Good. Now we're going to take our shoulders back and down, arms down to the ground, palms facing the front, fingers open wide. Good. Lift up with your torso. Draw in on your low belly, but still breathing fully in and out, right? When we are just drawing in on our low belly, it's so we can tuck our tailbone slightly so we're not right standing like that, right? So just allowing that to be structurally sound so we can really breathe deeply. And drop on our torso, lifting up higher. Feeling like there's a string from the top of your head pulling you up towards the sky, right? Feeling that energy start to rise. Feel where your feet are planted on the ground. And feel from that space that is the place that you need to feel grounded and rooted so that the entire rest of your body can lift up, energetically rising up from our legs, up our belly and torso, up through the crown of your head. Good. And I want you to stand wide and bring your arms out wide as well. We're taking up a lot of space, And then I want you to rock your hips, maybe move your arms left and right or in circles, just making up a lot of space. Make this fun. Keeping our Ujjayi breath present. Beautiful. Looking up, open your chest. Taking in the day, tapping into the universal energy that's always present, and just inviting it into your heart space, inviting it into your body. Each breath in is bringing energy into your body, revitalizing each cell, and each breath out, creating that fire and energy and drive within. Good. All right, take those hands down, shake them out. Whew. And come stand at the top of your mat. Good. And inhale, let's reach our arms out and up. Exhale, Ujjayi breath and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank pose. Good. Sun salutations. Inhale, press forward on your tippy toes. And exhale, lower down knees, chest and chin, straight down our hips, stay up, elbows stay tucked in. And then inhale, slide forward. Your belly comes down, top of your feet down, open your chest, lift your chest. And exhale, tuck your toes, press back into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Love this pose. Such an energizing pose. Your feet and your hands are both on the ground. You're feeling that grounded, rooted sensation where you can lift up from through your tailbone. So feel that height lifting up through your tailbone. Good. Inhale, look in between your hands. And exhale, we're going to step to either side of our hands and lower down into Malasana. Good, the squat pose. If it looks like this, that's okay. Go wherever your body is allowing you to go today. We're just going to rock a little bit here, opening up the hips. Hips can have a lot of emotional stress stuck in them. So we're just going to open them up. Take one arm up towards the sky, a little twist. And then the other arm up to the sky. Where is your breath? Still Ujjayi breathing? Good, hope so. Lift your hips, forward fold, heel to walk your feet back underneath your hips. And then big sweep of your arms, inhale, rise up to standing, palms touch together, energize together. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Check in with your body. How did that feel? How did that feel for you? All right, we're going to add in a little bit more this time. So on our inhale, we're going to reach energy down, grab it from the ground, and then lift it up. Chair pose, sink your hips back. Good. Breathing in deeply, exhale, drawing your navel into spine, Ujjayi breath, looking up, opening up our heart. Keep breathing in this pose, feeling that energy rising through those thighs. Are they burning yet? Good. Big inhale here. Exhale, swing your arms down and back. Let your belly press towards your legs like you're skiing down a mountain. Inhale, back up to our chair pose. Exhale, swing down and back, going faster this time down the mountain. Good. Inhale, reaching up, chair pose. Exhale, swing down and back, trying to touch your hands behind your back. Inhale, reach forward, stand all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank pose. Inhale, come forward on the tippy toes. Exhale, lower down knees, chest, and chin, or your half push-up. Inhale, we're going to bring the tops of the feet down, open the chest, hips are down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Part of feeling energized is opening up our body. Good. And taking your time. So take a few rounds of breath. Take your right hand, reach for your left shin, and look underneath your left armpit towards the sky. Pull on your left shin. So we're trying to twist our heart through our armpit. Good. Reach that right hand back to downward dog. And now left hand reaches towards your right shin, right calf muscle, and look under your right armpit, trying to pull our heart space through. Breathing deeply. And coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky. Open up your hips, stacking your right hip on top of the left. Bend your knee, letting your foot fall behind you. And draw some big circles with that knee or circles with your ankle. Just opening up this position, trying to keep your shoulders even and steady. So the shoulders are the same height above the ground. Make sure this right shoulder doesn't jump up too high. Allowing the twist to be in the low back. Inhale, kick that leg straight behind you again. Even out your hips. Exhale, draw that knee to nose. And step your foot in between your hands. Lower your back heel. And then inhale, windmill those arms open into warrior two. Bending deeply through that front knee. Good. Rolling your shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Take a few breaths here. Extending through that right arm. Feel that side body open up. Energy coming down from the ground, rising up through your whole body, through your fingertips. Inhale, come through warrior two. And exhale, come to your side angle. So elbow can come down on your knee. And bring your left arm up over your ear. Now feel that energy in one long line from the outside of your left foot through your fingertips. Reach a little bit further, an inch or two further. Good. Look down at the ground. Frame your foot with your hands. And inhale, lift that foot back in that three-legged dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few rounds of breath. Ujjayi breathing out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Stack your hips, bend your knee, let the foot fall behind you, and check in with your shoulders. Trying to keep them even, not letting that left arm come up too high. Rotation in the low back and opening up your knee or your ankle with drawing circles. Inhale, kick that foot straight back behind you, even out your hips. And exhale, draw your knee to nose and step that foot in between your hands, lower your back heel. And inhale, windmill those arms open, warrior two. Bend deeply through that front knee. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. This can be right arm down your leg, or it can reach over for that left hip crease. Whatever choice, just extend through your left fingertips. Feeling that energy moving throughout your body, gathering it from the earth, gathering it from the sun, gathering it from within. Inhale, come through warrior two. Exhale, elbow can come down on the knee. Right arm up over your ear, long line from the outside of your right foot to your fingertips. Try to reach a little further, feeling that stretch along your hips and side body. Look down, frame the foot with your hands. Come onto your back toes. And on an inhale, slide that foot back in a three-legged dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. Bringing your mind in line with what you want. You want to feel refreshed, nourished, nurtured, and energized. And come down onto your knees. And one last big heart opening, energy opening position is we're going to do camel pose. Okay, so if back bends feel good to you, you can do a full camel pose. If this feels too much, don't want to over bend, then we'll just do half at a time. Okay, so I will show you both. Place your hands on your low back, tuck your toes, right, and press your hips forward. Roll your elbows back, shoulders back, chest open. Okay, we want our hip points to try to be the furthest point in forward in our body. Good. If you want to do just a half camel, you'll reach one hand back and reach the other arm up towards the sky. Open up your chest and breathe here, pressing those hip points forward and trying to keep our glutes from crunching our low back. So just relax those glutes, but keep your hamstrings still very strong. And if you want to go into full camel, you continue reaching back so you can grab your other heel and press your hips forward, chest opens, look back. If you're in full camel, stay here. If you're in half camel, come forward, and then we'll switch positions with the other hand down, opposite arm up in the sky. Every time you breathe, feel that length in your low back, your low belly. One more round of breath, everybody. And then inhale, rises you back up. Good. Draw some circles. And it's always good to complement a back bend with a twist. So let's go ahead and lay down. And we're just going to do a quick twist here. Arms out to a T. And let your knees come over to the left. Look over to the right. And go ahead and set your intention for the rest of your day. Notice the energy in your body and just be grateful for it for a moment. This body, this mind that works so hard, that accomplishes so much, that loves so deeply, that follows its soul's path so beautifully. And just be appreciative of it. Bring your knees over to the right side, looking over at your left hand. And just feel that ever-present energy that's coursing through your fingertips. Every inhale brings you more energy within. Every exhale, you can feel that determination within your belly, within your heart. Bring your knees back up to center. And roll to your side, come back up to a seat. Good. I hope you feel great and revitalized after that practice. After you're done doing that movement, if you need to go into another child's pose or any of those more restorative poses, just to give yourself another minute or two of deep belly breathing, do that. But just remember to try to keep that belly breath present whenever you think about it throughout the day. Thank you for practicing with me, beautiful friends. Namaste.